A really important part of this work is having the ability to receive. A lot of people who are doing this work, who are probably watching this channel, yourself included, are very good at giving. You have mastered the art of giving. But giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin, and we have to be just as good at receiving as we are with giving. And so today I wanted to give you some really powerful assumptions that are going to help you become master receivers. That's what we're doing today. My name is Hedley Derenzie, and this channel is all about simplifying the amazing and powerful law of assumption teachings and helping to make them as practical as possible so that you can apply them to your reality and get results really fast. We're not messing around with this stuff. If you'd like to know more about me or my offerings, including law of assumption coaching, the self-concept course I have available, or my book I Am Money, you will find all of those details in the box below this video or at my website, which is youaretheone.com.au. I have to say that quickly to not upset the transcript. We'll see if that one works. All right, let's get into today's video. Merry Christmas, everyone. And if you do not celebrate Christmas, happy Monday, because this video will be published on Monday, the 25th of December. And I thought, what better than to do a video on receiving? Because yes, Christmas and this time of year is all about giving. But giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin, and you cannot have one without the other. And if you know yourself to be a really good giver, you have mastered the art of giving. Receiving may be a little bit of an issue for you, and in order to do this work and to be effective, you have to be able to receive. And receiving is not as easy for some people, I have noticed, especially in my work as a law of assumption coach. So one of the things that I have noticed with my clients, and I have certainly noticed it with myself as well, is that you're really good at doing the internal work, especially when it comes to rewriting the stories of reality and turning those negatives into a positive. What's been very interesting is when I see people having positive reflections reflected back to them, they end up pushing it away and they say, no, that's too good, or that's not right, or whatever. And it's like suddenly they're getting the compliments or suddenly they're getting the gifts, and they actually start pushing them away. That means that we need to do a little work on our assumptions around receiving. And also, if you find yourself doing the work and not much happening in reality, that could be because you have an assumption that it's not okay to receive, or that you're uncomfortable with receiving, or it's not safe to receive. You know, we are so taught to be givers. We are not taught to be receivers. But giving and receiving are as equally important as the other. So I wanted to share something really interesting that happened to me recently that highlighted how I had some negative assumptions running regarding receiving. And I've always known that I am much more comfortable giving than receiving. But for this work, I realized that in order for me to receive what I've been working on, I have to be able to receive. I have to allow it in. And if we have some negative assumptions about receiving running, we actually keep our manifestations at bay. We keep that reality that we're wanting outside of our awareness. Doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It's just outside of our awareness. But for something to come into our awareness, we have to be open to receiving it. So something that happened to me recently was I went into Byron to do a few things. And when I go into Byron, which is near where I live, I always go to this sushi place for lunch because I love sushi and I love this particular style of sushi, and these guys are the best at it. Anyway, so I always go to this sushi place and I get my lunch there, and then I go over to Main Beach and I just sit and watch the water, and it's a beautiful afternoon. So I put my order in, and I don't know that they know me, but then the girl says, that's for free. And I said, what? She says, well, last time that you came in here, we overcharged you a little bit and we couldn't find you. We ran out after you. We couldn't find you. So we wanted to gift you this meal. I didn't know that they were gifting me this meal. So I just ordered my normal meal, which is significant. Then they tell me that it's free. And immediately I was very uncomfortable with that, and I started pushing back, and I said, no, please, no, it's okay. Like, they probably just overcharged me a few dollars or whatever. I'm like, no, really. And I was really uncomfortable with their offer because it's a significant order and I didn't know they were gifting it to me. And had I known they were gifting it to me, there's no way I would have ordered what I ordered. But they are insisting that I take this meal for free. I just take this food. It felt so weird. And I was saying, can I at least pay half? I was so uncomfortable with what they were offering that I eventually just stood there, and they were adamant. They were like, no, you're not paying for it. And I was like, okay. And I realized that I have been saying no to these offerings a lot. And this was the one time where I realized, oh my gosh, I am pushing back on the gifts that are coming to me. So as I walked back to the car, I started affirming, it's okay to receive. I am okay to receive. It's safe to receive. I'm comfortable with receiving. I'm at ease with receiving. Because in my body, things were churning. I was so uncomfortable with what had happened. And it was one in a long line of free offerings that had been gifted to me. And I had noticed how many times I had pushed back. I was much more comfortable with giving than I am with receiving. But you cannot give without receiving. You cannot receive without giving. They are two sides of the same coin. So I'm going to give you some assumptions to add to your list. You don't have to add all of them, maybe pick a few that you like. But if you know you are very good at giving and maybe not as comfortable with receiving, it's really important that you add a few of these assumptions into your daily assumptions list. I'm assuming you have a list. And these are the assumptions that I told myself and have been telling myself since, so that I can become more comfortable with receiving the gifts that my reality, that I'm giving me, because it's my reality reflecting back this work that I've done. So if you're doing this work, you want to be receiving your good. You want to be receiving your gifts that you've created for yourself. So it's really you gifting to you, it's you receiving from you, and it's you giving to you, because your reality is the reflection of you. So here are some of the assumptions. I am allowing myself to receive. I am safe to receive. I am at ease with receiving. I am wonderful at receiving. I am joyfully receiving my goods. I am comfortable receiving. I am open to receiving. I am available to receiving. I am accepting of what I am receiving now. I am saying yes to receiving. That's actually a good one. So I am saying yes to receiving, which means when someone in your reality, which is you pushed out reflecting you back, when a character in your reality is offering you something, practice saying yes to it. Practice just allowing it in and allowing yourself to receive the gifts that are being offered to you. So make receiving a priority. Practice receiving. I am the best receiver. I am an amazing receiver. I am a champion receiver. I'm the best receiver there is. Just become the best receiver that you can possibly be, and practice the art of receiving. Obviously, it is just as important as giving. Yes, giving is important, but most people are already really good at that. You have to become as good at receiving for this work to work effectively and efficiently, and also to ensure that your manifestations aren't taking that long to come in. This doesn't have to take a lot of time, but if you're not very good at receiving, guaranteed your goods are going to remain outside of your awareness. Doesn't mean that you're not going to get them. You're always going to be successful, but it's how long do you want to take with this? So practice being the best receiver that you can be by holding these assumptions first, and notice, how do you feel when you receive? Are you at ease when you receive? Well, you will be now with these new assumptions. Enjoy receiving all of your gifts. Remember also that in the receiving, you're allowing others to give. You're allowing yourself to give through others by allowing that receptivity to occur. So if you're pushing back on receiving, you're not actually allowing others to give. And we have to be in the process of giving and receiving. This whole experience is a process of giving and receiving. So allow others to give to you, receive what it is that they have to give, and enjoy your life. Please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstars of your show. You are the producers, the writers, the directors, and the actors in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you. Assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. This is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you and for me too. Thank you so much for being here. Please do leave a comment. I love reading them, and it also helps with the engagement of this video. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd love to have you, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, and I will see you in the new year, 2024. Woo! Okay, bye.